Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Bucs, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis and CD, the Bengals. Well, they're officially no fluke. Champions of the AFC for a second consecutive year.
And how about the Cincinnati Bengals franchise? Before last year, they did not win a playoff game since January of 1991. They are now 0-3 in Super Bowls with the loss last year to the Rams. 2 previously to Joe Montana, the 49ers in the 1980s, looking to get their first championship in this one.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl. Of course, they won it 2 years ago behind Tom Brady. But now, this group looks to get it done without TB12 under center.
But you think about how much confidence and knowledge that this team gained with Tom Brady on the field. Now you have a different quarterback, a different coach. Todd Bowles in charge now, but that same confidence that they can get it done.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be getting rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try to put it in the end zone.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now here's another carry for Harris. Room here to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's a throw that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Here's Hines. And some room to work. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Russ, we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
19 more yards.
To throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. Then goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 56.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Midway through on to the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2nd and 6. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll look to throw again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To pass, Flacco. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 35 yards.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Desmond Ridder
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco.
And this one too low.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flacco. He finds his target, Allen. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go pass again with Flacco. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Flacco, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision to go with picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
14 yards. Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 here for Flacco.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
You're over here. You're over here.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Flacco. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Regular. Got it.
Here's Flacco.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on the opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run again with Hines. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. $54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
The 43-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple, Flacco. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who's going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go, and in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A quick throw here out to Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Just one more quarter remains in the season.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now the extra point. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, they'll throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 74 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 more there and another first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Slot man moves right. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
On second down, right back to Hines.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Allen, the man in motion left.
Now Flacco.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
You're over here, you're over here. Rewind.
Flacco.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Setting to throw. Flacco. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flacco to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. He's going to let it fly. And it's Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Hines, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Buccaneers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.